G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So welcome back to Sunday, where Robbie from Creations in Paper and myself are sharing the new categories from the new catalogue. And the first category is the kids collection. Just bear with me while I try and get everything straight for you. So I'm playing with Boho Beach Kids Collection this week. I also played with it last week as well, where I did an alternate project, but for the life of me, I can't find the thing. I thought I left it in here, but it doesn't matter. So, so in our kit, you have your ink spot, you have twine, you have 8 card bases, 1, 2, 4 on each. I've sort of cut all mine to bits and pieces, so that's all I've got left. And I've got one that we're going to be using today, and it's this one here. Okay, so we've got our card bases. We have our 8 envelopes. That's them there. So pretty, actually. We'll be using one of these today. Then we've got, you have a block. Then we have labels. I might pull one of those out because we may use that. And then we've got all our die cuts. So we'll put that aside because we may use that. There's another one. Little umbrella. We have some mini glue dots. And we have some dimensionals. So we'll put those aside. And there's another chair, so put that aside. And then we just have another label shape, which is the same as what I pulled. I know, a different shape. So this is pecan pie, and this is pool party. Okay, so we'll keep those aside. Then we've got some of those shapes. Another umbrella. We'll put that aside. I think we'll only need one. And we've got some palms. We might use those too. And we have a stamp set. So we'll put that aside too, just in case we need it. Okay. So today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to try a scrapbook page, and it's going to be a 6 by 8. I've had this idea sort of forming in my head for a while. So this is the kit, okay? That's our number 162418, and it's $39 in the online store. And just check the kit collections. I'll have a link below, and it has step-by-step instructions on how to create. It even tells you how many dimensionals to use and how many mini glue dots to use. They're great. They're perfect for beginner stampers or even kids, and even anyone actually, for quick and easy cards. Okay, so we'll put that aside. I'll just leave that there. We don't need that because I've actually got the standard one. So we'll put all those aside. I don't know, we're sort of going to wing this morning or tonight. And I've actually done cut 2 pages because I wasn't too sure how it was going to pan out with the colours. So as I said, these are 6 by 8 page, but I'm actually going to show you what I do with my pages for my 6 by 8 album. So I cut my sheets, it's 8 1/4, and I cut it by 7, sorry. Okay, then I cut another piece that's 2 inches long, 2 inches wide, it's still 8 1/4, and we're just gonna, I scored it 1 inch, and I'm just looking for my bone folder, and we're just going to burnish down that side. Okay, this is just to give it a little bit more of reinforcement, I suppose you could say. I don't worry about if they don't match up because we're not going to see that. And then what I do, add a little bit of glue down one side. You could use tape if you wanted to. I then put this onto the back, just like that, and I make sure it's nicely adhered, and I just run over the back of it with my bone folder. Okay, just like that. Once that's done, I'll then grab some more glue or tape again, tear and tape. You could always use the Stamp and Seal Plus, and I just fold it over and do exactly the same thing. Just like that. Then what I will do is grab a page, one of the pocket pages, doesn't matter which one, and I thought I had one here actually, just bear with me. Here it is. And I will put that on there like that, making sure it's nice and straight. Grab a pencil and I just draw around those punched out areas in the pocket page. Okay, just like that. And then I will punch holes in there. Okay, now you can decorate this strip if you want to, but I usually don't. Sometimes I will if I've got enough paper left over. I will decorate it, and then you will have to redraw your holes again. Yeah, sometimes I leave them blank, sometimes I don't. So it's up to you what you want to do. Okay, but that's what I do, and it just gives a little bit more reinforcement. So that's done, and we'll repeat the same there if we decide to use the white. I just wasn't sure which one we're going to use. Then I bought in a piece of Pill Party, or white. I'm not too sure. So what I'm thinking is we have this here like that. And as I said, these are one of the base cards, but I haven't folded that line. Not that it matters anyhow, because you're not going to see most of that. And what I'm thinking is we put this on here like that, with a little border around it, or we do the Pill Party one and we put it on the white. I don't know, for some reason I love white pages, probably because I'm a clean and simple scrapbooker. So what we're going to do again is do this page again, hey? Doesn't take long. I'll use that pool party page. I won't throw it out or won't cut you, well, not throw it out, but I won't chop it up because I'll use it for my album. Because we've only got the one page in the pockets, the variety pocket, this is what I've I improvise, and this is what I've sort of come up with to make up for the lost pages. So I don't care if some of my pages are not in pockets. Gives you a little bit more variety too, and creative designing, I suppose you could say. Because you could have flip out sections if you wanted to with these. There you go. So we'll bring in our pool party and we're just going to stick that there like that. So that means we want to chop this back, okay, to the size. Now that's that mat is 5 by 7. So I'm thinking we only have a narrow border, eh? Don't throw that away, you can always use that. I want to say 5. 5 by 7. I've only gone 1/8 of an inch smaller, which is about 0.3 centimetres. But when I'm scrapbooking, I just tend to work in inches. So we're just going to put that there like that. There's nothing to say that if you wanted to, you could have it running that way, but I'm going to have mine up and down. So we will stick this down now. I tend to use tape when I'm scrapbooking. You could use your Stamp and Seal Plus if you wanted to. I could probably use adhesive on this area. I just don't use them on my the liquid glue on my photos, that's all. And we'll just put one down here for good measure. Take these off. Now, if you're not too sure if you're going to get it straight, just take a little bit of the tape off at a time. Okay, so we'll just stick this down now. Just so there's a nice narrow border around it. You could have used pecan pie if you wanted to, or even crumb cake. Maybe even Pretty Peacock, because that's the dark blue there, that would go. And we're just going to stick this here. Okay. Now, also too, if we wanted to, we could randomly stamp a few images. There's your dotty one there that is okay for the sand, but I think I'm just going to stick it straight down. And again, I'm just going to use the tape. The beauty about tape is you can just rip it. So each Sunday for the whole of May, Robbie is from Creations in Paper, and myself are going to share an alternate project using the kits. So I'll have a link to Robbie's blog below, so be sure to click on that link to see what she's created. We don't know what each one's creating each time. We just, it's a surprise to me as much as what it is to you. So we'll just put that there, smack bang in the middle. And if I had a thought of it, I could have had my T-ruler to make sure it's nice and straight, but that's okay with me. Now, what I've done is brought in a basic white mat, basic white. Now, I have cut down an envelope, okay, and I think it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This will be 3 1/2 by 4 1/2 by 3 1/2, I think. But I'll have all the measurements in the tutorial, which you can get by subscribing to my newsletter. Okay, and the link will be below as well. So we're going to have that like that, and then this one is going to be the actual photo. So because I send all my pages down to my niece, oh no, what's this page? What does this measure? 3 by 4, I think it is, yeah. 4 by 3. I just write on it so she knows what size photo to put on. So we're gonna stick this down. I love my 6 by 8 albums. Now, if you didn't want to do an album, you could easily change this out to create a card. You could even change it out to actually create a mat for photo frame if you wanted to. Actually, that'd be something to think about too, wouldn't it? So, and while we got the tape out, we'll do this as well. No, I'm thinking we might pop that up, okay? Just for something a little bit different. So this piece has been created from the envelope. The envelopes are so pretty. It's a shame to have them ruined by the post. Now, I've only got a narrow border showing, just like that. And what to say, we're going to pop this up, eh? So I'll grab some dimensionals. And we'll put 2 more on for good measure. Oh, what the hell, let's do another 2. And we'll put this smack bang in the middle there. Actually, I might put this on an angle. What do you think? Let's put it on an angle, eh? There you are. And then this one, I'm just going to put a bit of tape then she can put her photo over the top. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually do 2 mats and put 2 photos on here. I'd probably just make them 3x3s, or you could just move this up, or just one long mat and then have the 2 photos. So we'll just put that there like that. I like that popped up, just a little bit different. Now our umbrella and our chair, I'm thinking we put this here. Will that be in the way? Let's mark our holes first, eh? Where's our pencil? 1, whoops. There you go. Just so I know that I'm not going to actually chop into my chair. So if we put our chair there, and I'm thinking we put our umbrella there like that, we'll pop that up, and that way they can slide the photo underneath, so that won't be stuck down. But this little devil's going to be stuck down. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along the bottom of the seat, and just along the sides, and I think that'll do. Just like that. I'm thinking maybe the smaller one, eh? Just to add a little bit of interest. And we might pop this up too, eh? And I'll put a little bit of glue down the bottom. Slip that in underneath. Just like that. Oh no, it's still not, I thought I might have put it on over the hole there, but we haven't, over our mark, but we haven't. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue along, what do you call this? Stem? No. The bottom of the umbrella, the pole I suppose, I don't know what to call them. And we're going to put a couple of dimensionals here, but I think we might do the minis, if I can find the minis. Just bear with me. If you could just see my desk, it is an absolute mess. Okay, so I'm going to actually put 2 because we've got a couple of layers here. So we'll just put 2 on top of each other. Just like that. Slide that in under there like that. I don't want Oops, whoops, a daisy. I want this. Let's put the umbrella in front of the chair, eh? It looks like, then it will look like the chair's behind the umbrella. There you are. How does that look? Now that I look at it, probably could go up a little bit more, but that's okay. Okay? We hope there's not a face there when they put the photo in, but that can't be helped. So now, what have we got as in sit back and relax, enjoy your day. Let's do enjoy your day. And I'm just going to grab a block. Now let's do sit back and relax, eh? Put that away before I lose it. And then we will put this on a block. Just like that. Bring in now we'll use this because we're stamping in pecan pie. If I was going to stamp in if I was going to use these, I would probably stamp in Pill Party or Pretty Peacock. So because I'm using this, we could go up that way actually. Let's go that way, eh? Because we're using pecan pie, I'm going to use the Pill Party shape. Now, I always stamp onto scrap paper first so that I know I'm going to get it nice and straight. Yeah. So, we're just going to put that there like that. Fingers crossed, and that's okay. And we'll put this down here, I think. But what I'm also thinking is we grab some of these palms and let's put that there, eh? So we will add a little bit of glue along the bottom. Whoops, whoops, a daisy. I'm not going to worry about putting any along the top. We're just going to let the fronds hang loose. That's going to be off the page, so let's move that around a bit. Oh, it won't matter because it's not going in a protector. Page protector, it's going to hang loose. So we'll just put a couple of these on here. And we'll sit that over there like that. And does that look straight? Yep. Just like that. And that, I'm not even going to add any bling. I think I might just leave it as is. If you wanted to, you could have added a little bit of twine, but I'm actually going to leave that as well. Okay, so that is our page for today. So that's the Boho kit, Boho Beach kit. That's the current host code. So if you shop on my online store, click on the link below and use this host code. Okay, and that is our page for today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll just grab, I'm just going to grab an album just so that I can show you. By making it a little bit wider and putting that reinforcement, it does, it will be in line. If you can imagine, the holes are there. It does then go in line with the end of the page, okay? And you can just slot that in there like that. Okie dokie. So I hope that's helped you with your 6x8 albums and not having the page protector. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. And as I said, don't forget to click on the link below to check out to see what Robbie has created for us. Okay, thanks a lot. And thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. See ya. All right.